India's Election Commission will be announcing the dates for the 2024 general elections. It's going to happen today. It's going to happen in just about 2 hours' time from now at 3 p.m. local time. Before the political drama starts to take over, opinion polls have started to come in from various media houses. Let's take a look at them very quickly. A poll survey conducted by News 18 has forecast that the ruling Bharatiya Janata Party-led National Democratic Alliance, the NDA, is on track for a momentous victory in the upcoming 2024 general elections. And that is a sentiment you will see across different polls. According to the survey, in the 543-member Lok Sabha seats, the NDA is anticipated to secure a commanding 411 seats, with the BJP alone projected to clinch a record-breaking 350 seats. It looks like a setback for the India bloc and a relatively subdued performance for regional political entities such as the TMC, DMK, AIA-DMK, among several others. Now, the India bloc is predicted to get lesser number of seats here, of course. Next up, let's take a look at what India Today has been bringing out. These are opinion polls coming in terms of party-wise seat sharing. The NDA alliance looks like it will win 355 out of 543 seats, with the BJP anticipated to secure 305, which is about 2 more than what they secured last time. Now, it is affirming its capacity to command a simple majority independently, while India bloc is predicted to get 166 seats, with the Congress set to be the second largest party with 71 seats. ABP News next has predicted NDA to cross the majority mark of 271. They've pegged them lower than the earlier 2 polls we showed you. And that is going to be followed by the India bloc at 38% share with 165 to about 205 seats. That's the bracket in which the India bloc will be lying as per this poll. And a survey conducted by Times Now has predicted a clear majority for the Bharatiya Janata Party-led National Democratic Alliance in the Lok Sabha elections 2024. As per the survey, the NDA can win anywhere between 358 to 398 seats, just short of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's target of 400 seats. Well, the survey predicted only 110 to 130 seats for the opposition out of the total 543. Meanwhile, others can clinch anywhere between 11 and 15 seats. Now, according to the survey, the BJP could surpass its 2019 performance and can win 333 to about 363 seats, while the Congress can fail even to touch the 50 mark. Of course, this is as per this poll survey. The Lok Sabha elections 2024 are scheduled to take place in April and May. All eyes on the dates of polling and the big counting day are on, to be announced by the Election Commission of India in a short while from now. About 2 hours from now, we'll have the dates in front of us, which will, of course, kick in the Model Code of Conduct. All right, lots to discuss. For more on this, we are being joined by Dileep Cherin, who's a political campaign advisor from New Delhi. Welcome to WION, sir. Mr. Cherin, I want to get to it now. There is so much discussion about how much the NDA will buy. Of course, there is so much discussion regarding whether it's going to touch 400 seats. The BJP has been pegging to cross 400. Last time they were at 303. They want to make it past 400. For the NDA to indeed cross that figure, which are the key states to watch out for?
I think the three key states to watch out for are Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar. If they manage to do a stellar performance in these 3, then these numbers look achievable. I know that they have looked at vastly increasing their number of seats in states like Bengal. But I would say that if one were to choose 3 states to look at, I would look at Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, and Bihar.
Mr. Cherin, now it's interesting you mentioned Maharashtra, UP and Bihar, of course, over here. But if you were to just look at other states like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Meghalaya and Sikkim. Now, these are states where the BJP did not get even a single seat in 2019. Don't you feel any one of these states will have a role to play in them reaching that 400 figure this time if they're aiming for it?
My reading is that where they gain, they will gain big. Where they start, the beginnings will not be so substantial as to be significant contributions to the 400 that they're aiming for. In any case, 400, everyone knows, including those who are doing the polls, that 400 is a kind of target, a long target for the workers to be inspired by, rather than a real target to actually achieve.
Mr. Cherin, now if you were to just draw some parallels between the India bloc on one side, we've all seen how they've approached state by state, trying to form alliances, different places, with the seat sharing ratio being, introduced, and the sophisticated election machine, which is the BJP leading into the NDA. Talk to us about what is working for each one of them and what may not be working for both.
What is not working for the India bloc is the excitement of individual leaders who want to maintain, as far as possible, the sanctity of their vote share and the seats that they are used to having. That's not working. Whereas on the NDA side, there is far greater congruity of purpose and far greater synchronization of actions. The interesting thing is that despite these lofty targets, the NDA is making every effort to ensure that it gathers under its fold more regional allies than ever before. Please understand, however, that past experiences have shown regional parties that the aligning with the BJP within the NDA is a short-term game. So as far as this is concerned, this exercise, the India bloc continues to remain frozen in time and also divided within. And as far as the NDA is concerned, they remain ambitious, but everybody knows that the crucial action is really around government formation. After that, several bets are off as to how much they're going to be really participating in the process of what makes for governmental policy.
Mr. Cherin, I also wanted to come to you regarding this. Now, there is a significant dropout list for the BJP regarding the MPs that they had in the seats last time. We have covered that widely on WION. I wanted to get your thoughts on this. Is shedding incumbency a part of that strategy? Because we've seen it till now. BJP has a thought-out strategy with which they're approaching every state. Is that a strategy as well?
Without a doubt. In fact, Delhi is a microcosm for what's happening across the country. Having dropped 6 out of the 7 MPs who fought the elections last time for the BJP, and given the fact that at least 5 states have new chief ministers to ensure that the impact of national anti-incumbency is reduced, are very clear signs that being ruthless and bloody-minded about ensuring that there is no impact that is likely and always happens after 10 years of a government of the anti-incumbency factor. So I think that both Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah have made quite clear that whatever sort of has a pong of in anti-incumbency must be removed from the environment forthwith.
Mr. Cherin, there's one more aspect. You initially mentioned that Maharashtra, UP and Bihar are going to be the deciding factors here for them to touch that 400 figure. If I want to just come to Maharashtra in the beginning, now that is one place where we're seeing the Mahayuti alliance. They have yet to announce that seat sharing ratio. Now, when it comes to Ajit Pawar's NCP or Eknath Shinde's, Shiv Sena, of course, they are asking for 22 and 16 seats in total, which will leave a very few number of seats for the BJP. Talk to us about how they plan to iron out those differences, given the fact that in the past 5 years, regardless of how big a sweep they had back in 2019, in the last 5 years, we've seen Maharashtra go from pillar to pillar regarding the kind of differences that we've seen and the kind of shifts we've seen in the political scenario. Till now, the seat sharing ratio has not been decided. How do you feel they will proceed in Maharashtra?
I think they will proceed like Big Brother ought to proceed, squeeze the space for these regional parties and keep them confined to smaller seat shares. There is no question that the BJP is not going to cede too much ground just for the sake of alliances in Maharashtra.
Of course, there are several opinion polls that have come in, and that shows that the NDA alliance will be able to cross the 40-seat mark. But you seem absolutely confident on that. And of course, there is going to be a lot to discuss going forward as well. I just want to one last thing, one final thought I want to take from you is, do you feel Prime Minister Modi's jabs on dynastic politics, do you feel that is again a thought-out strategy, or do you feel that is more out of, it's an add-on to their actual basis of reaching that 400 figure?
I think this elections are going to be fought on trust of the ultimate leader. I think that just like electoral bonds are and the corruption that it entails is not a big issue for the national elections. Similarly, I think this obsession with casting stones on dynasties is not a big issue for the average voter. Don't forget that within the BJP, there are enough questions about dynastic inheritors. So I think that question is the Prime Minister is making a noise about it to be able to focus on specific leaders who is targeting, but the target is leaders, not the dynasty.
All right, Mr. Dilip Cherian, thank you so much for joining us and sharing all your insights. We'll, of course, be joining you again later as and when we get to know more details and leading up to the elections. Thank you so much for your time and sharing all your insights.
Thank you. Thank you.